Hello everybody, we are back with the ADDENDUM Discovery Island. So last time we read the first 6 pages, and now we're gonna be reading next 5 or 6 more depending. So we got February 9th, pages 7 and 8. Alright, let's read this. Okay, what is that? I woke up in a dark room. At first I thought it was pitch black until my eye focused on the dimly lit what the heck? Dimly lit bit blob, light bulb, whatever that is, in the center of the ceiling. It felt like I couldn't move, stuck laying on the cold floor with no idea where I was. It was like I was experiencing sleep paralysis, but it felt more like something was holding my arms and legs down rather than my muscles just being locked up. I could feel the feeling subsided the more I observed my surroundings, at least what I was wondering. There was music. I couldn't make out what song it was, but it sounded old. The Caretaker song? It fizzed over a speaker. I couldn't see echoing throughout the room. It almost looked like the small bulb lighting up. The room was flickering along with the song, each dim and sudden followed synced with the crackling from the music. I closed my eyes, then as they opened I noticed that I was standing up. I could finally move, but the feeling of dread did not settle. It's difficult to describe how I exactly felt at that moment. The best I can settle on is emotionally draining, I guess. Just being in that room every second was painful. The locked up room entirely nonsensical. The floor was tile and each square was cracked, stained and dusty. The walls looked like wood from a distance, but as I walked closer to them, they become concrete. The ceiling was high up, as if I make room for something tall. It was all laid out in a huge, perfectly even square. The thick layer of darkness surrounding me was further masked by blurry eyesight. I didn't have glasses. I hoped, with my fingers crossed, I was alone. As I roamed throughout, I needed to find a way out. The music got closer as I walked. I tried to stay away from it, but it kept getting louder no matter which way I went. It was a feeling of curiosity to find out where the music was coming from. Then it found me. The figure was sitting down. Its shape was hard to make out at first, but I walked closer and there was no mistake in figuring out the answer. It was a Mickey. Wait, a Mickey. That's not P&M, or Mick, or Willie, or the face, or Undying, or Hourglass. There's a lot of Mickeys. Not sure what type of Mickey that is. Saw the short wooden stool facing a wall. The seat was decaying and stained, and Mickey himself looked wrong. He had a ironic Steamboat Willie design. Oh, maybe it is Willie, or some type of Willie. But it wasn't right. The colors were the other way around. What do you mean? His face was a dark gray, almost black, instead of a black body. It was now white. Oh, is this photo negative Willie? Photo negative Willie is canon? Because it says his dark gray was black. And yeah, this is photo negative Willie. Photo negative Willie is canon confirmed. Wait, what's this meant? Sounds like post-mortem. I don't know what you're talking about. It very merely is party animatronic phone. Yes, I'm thinking it's a photo negative Willie. Yes, he's real. exist because its parts melted because they were made of and it's all a nightmare. Whoa, what the heck? Wait for 2.0. Oh no way, is this coming out today? Hold up a second, is it coming out soon? It takes days for these renders, so you all better like it. Oh, so not fully ready yet. But 5 fingers and Willie's what? Okay, anyways, but yeah, we got photo. So first we have cloudy thingy, and now we have photo negative Willie. Or what's the next? Show me the next one. He was metal, or that what was seemed to be made out of. There was screws dented and more. His arms, which was in a permanent pose, was waving hello, was pinned into his metal torso. His sailor hat looked to be a sort of steam pipe. As I looked, I noticed patterns of rust mining around him. The whole thing was like some sort of pellicular avant arcade art piece, whatever that means. And he sprung to life as I attempt to underrate what I was looking at. Looking up at the wall in front of him, I jumped and stepped back in fear of what would happen next. The small light bulb he had for a nose lit up and flickered. Shortly after, his eyes began to flicker with light as well. Coastered it onto the wall. His ears rotated. At first, I thought they were wheels, but as I quick to figure out, they were reels of film. It was a projector. The wall was filled with a white square. I waited to see what he was showing me. Then a single word faded into the center of the wall. I had to squint my eyes to make out what it said. Repetition. Repetition? What? I didn't understand. Why did it show me this specific word? The black specks of film grain. Then it started to form into a faint shape. It morphed into a blob of colors. Did it turn to the hourglass? Behind shows how the blurry film was. The senses of draining returned as it formed into a familiar set. 3 circles connected to the body. The black outline of the hand reached out to me, and I slowly it kept closer and closer. Filling the square until I finally woke up. My bed was in sweat. I've had issues with nightmares before, but they were never this surreal. I can remember it all like it really happened. Nightmare Before Disney? Is this really Nightmare Before Disney? I'm so confused. What's going on? So was Carabella in? Or was this just? Oh no, no wait, didn't he escape the place and then now is this? All this is a nightmare, but I still think Photo Negative Willie is canon. So that's big. Alright, what's next? We have page 9, February 21st of actually, this is actually, I think I figured this out. This is apparently 10 years after Iblotis Casa, and does this say what year Iblotis Casa takes place? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Hold up. Hold up. Does this say what year it takes place? It doesn't say. Wait, we don't know. Hold up. Let me figure out if there is a timeline for Treasure Island. I sadly could not find any release dates. Not release date. Any years this game takes place, but I'm gonna say it's in the early 2000s. That kind of makes sense. So we'll just say it's 2000 and 2002. Yeah, we'll just say it's 2002. And then it will just cost us 2003. With this one being 2023, 2013. Yeah, 2013. We'll say this is 2013. Let's actually finally read this. It's been a few days since that nightmare. Not much has happened since. Been looking over the maps we were given before they sent us out, trying to find certain landmarks in my free time ever since the incident with that Clarabella thing. I've noticed a lot of stuff on the maps aren't right. There are whole buildings that simply just aren't on them for some reason. Some of these buildings feel wrong. It's hard to describe. Rooms don't fit in. Sometimes the layouts don't make much sense, and some rooms are in completely different states of decay. It's something I've noticed in nearly every building we've explored so far. I don't think it's just the island getting to me, but maybe I'm wrong. None of it feels right. On the bright side, it feels comfortable knowing I'm not the only one venting my thoughts into a journal. I'm noticed another guy doing it. I don't know his name, but he usually writes before he goes to sleep. It is weird to say. I wish I could see what he puts in there. Maybe it can help me realize the other people that are here with me are actually people with lives outside of these assignments. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. We have agreed to at least attempt capturing Clarabella. This is the most miserable and dangerous part of the job, but based on what we've seen, it's most likely be more annoying than anything else. Let's hope it goes well. That eye thing. Wait, no, that's like a piece of the island. I just realized. I thought that was a Keyblader for some reason, but no, those are trees with one singular place. Is that like the treasure island, the place? Yeah, this must be this is like a draw on the whole island. Capture 2, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Nice tan callback to the first game. In the streams, the devs talk about how the layout was weird, like you have to walk through a meat locker to go to another room. Wait, what? This was reference? Oh. Yeah, I just realized this is literally the entire island. With a bench, and this must be like the main area we were surviving in. Let's just like these oh, whoa. I mean that. Anyways, I just realized, wait a minute, there's replies. What do the replies say? What happened? I'm gonna have to see for myself. Alright. Here we go. Page 10. I just realized 1, 2, 3. Dude, we are already in page 10. Okay. February 22nd. What is that containment box? Oh no, I'll think of Bendy in the Dark Revival, but no, we didn't see anything like that in Plot's casa. The spotlights are surrounding her, lit up while she was in the middle of picking flowers. Wait, what? Carabella's picking flowers? Nearly 4 hours of waiting for her to show up finally paid off. This time, we were ready for her. Even though it's technically my job to try and stop these issues, I contribute for different reasons. I needed to make sure the current situation doesn't worsen. A+ at least. Hope this would take care of it. For all we know, as incident as Clara may act, it's very likely she is what's causing things to go in the night. There's no room for risk. The plan was to guide her to one of the large shipping containers to use as a makeshift cell for her. We slammed the door shut and locked it up as protectively we attempt to interact with whatever she is. I have no idea if it would even respond at all. Either way, her being contained for the time being is a net positive for everyone. They ran into the container after nearly 3 minutes. Let's say 3 minutes. There were 3 minutes of just stumbling around. She tried her best to avoid the flares we lit and the spotlights we had pointed directly at her. There is nowhere for her to go now. The second the lock clicked, I felt immense weight taken off my shoulders. I didn't really expect it to be this easy. What? The general morale of the team has improved. The mood is still dour, but it's incredibly revealing to know that A plus least for the time being. We're actually safe. We've started to interact with each other more, even though we're supposed to keep that to a minimum. What? How important? So this job's so important that you can't make friends. Okay then. I can't say I have much in common with these people, but it feels nice that I can rely on some of them. This teamwork really does make the dream work, right? Like the studio dream works? Okay. They captured Clara Barr? Was not expecting that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shocked too. Early to see these... Wait, when was this published? July 20th. Oh, we're getting close to modern day. What's the comments say? What? I mean, Kara wasn't really good, plus she was mostly confused. True. Alright, we have 2 more pages. Alright, February 23rd, page 11. Let's see what happens now. All I see is a flower. Is that Hortensia? The question game isn't something Clara Barrett's exactly good at. Of course she's not. She can't talk. Of course she ain't gonna... Why even trying to question it? Her responses are odd. It's very hard to describe them in writing. I don't know what I expected her voice to sound like, but this voice isn't right. High-pitched and childish, like a 5-year-old. It's hard to understand anything she says. Wait, it actually talks? Because all it does is mumble and nonsense. Usually her answers to her question have something to do with flowers. She seems to really like flowers, almost to a tiresome extent. It would almost be cute if it wasn't coming from whatever she is. I like the yellow ones, among other variations, is what she has said to most things. Despite not having any sort of visible eyes, she is quite aware of her surroundings. With every movement, she looks in the direction it came from. She can see us, just not in the same way we see. Do you know where you are? Hi, she was answered. What? Really? That's it? Not a question to where she was? She raised one of her gloves hands up slightly and made a fully accurate waving motion. There was a slight crackling sound every time she moved, followed by the sound of liquids. It was even something I had ever heard before, nor did I want to hear again after we're done here. After an hour of half past attempts to make her talk, we have nothing. Part of me wonders if she can really understand what we're saying. While she can speak decent English, she doesn't seem to really pay attention to anything we say to her. She looks in our direction, but doesn't respond. Instead, choosing to stare. It's likely she just doesn't enjoy our company. I question if we really be able to get anything. Anything stubborn tile out of her. Regardless, she lives in her own bubble without any sort of self-awareness. I envy that. No self-awareness. Also, I also then envy that. Me and Flower. What? No way Flower makes an appearance. Well, yeah, there's the flower right there. There's a flower. Anyways, okay, looks like we have one more. Oh my god, Minnie? Wait, that's not Min. Okay, we'll figure what that is. It happened last night. Probably the best sleep I had ever since I put my feet on this place. Sawyer was rudely awakened by the sound of screaming in what had to be a struggle. I thought for sure it finally escaped and it was in the process picking us up, but no! I was the last one to enter the container. Everyone else, or what was left of us at least, was gathered around watching her. It was screaming. The loudest, most blood-curdling screaming I've ever heard. Never did this before. Somehow she almost sounded confused. But it was hard to confirm that at that moment as we tried to figure out what was wrong before we could even move towards her. It happened. She began to float into the air. She went quiet, floated, hitting the ceiling. I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared. I thought for sure we somehow screwed this up. It was floating. I'd never seen something like this ever before. I'd heard some weird occasions happening here, but I never expected to see anything with my own eyes. It didn't move while it was in the air, aside from slight, seamless, involuntarily twitches. Almost looked like she was in some sort of trance. Completely paused in the air. We didn't know what to do aside from watching. Her neck was now angled towards the side of it. It was broken. It stayed in this position for what felt like hours. We thought it was dead, ready to give up. And admittedly, we did something wrong until all of a sudden flopped back down to the floor like a rag doll. It raised its head up back at us, aware that we were in its room. From the quick, sharp breath I took when its badly hit on the floor, while we all quickly walked out of the room in fear it might do something else. It started to click together in my head as I closed the door behind me. What? What? Well, I guess we're gonna have to figure out next time. My drawing was right. Oh yeah, it was. But okay, let's see. They really did follow. Wait, Logati's advice. What advice? That's creepy. Okay, so wait, are those noises hooks that try to take the cartoons? Might have a connection to Impurity then, I think. All right, Impurity does fly. I mean, there was an Easter egg of her flying, so maybe that's the reason. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Yeah, but that was insane. Really insane. Like, holy dang insane. What happened there? Okay, I'm not sure what's gonna happen next, but hope you enjoyed the series so far. This is the second part. Please like and wait. So I'm excited to see what's next. We got Phone Negative Willie. He's now canon. So I hope you all enjoyed. Oh wait, the Ahsoka show is here. I'm gonna have to watch that soon. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. If you're new, please like the video and subscribe for more of this. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.